I'm in Rossland, BC, and I'm on the Seven Summits Trail. This is a fabulous backcountry, undulating alpine trail that crosses along Seven Summits, and I've just completed the first segment of climb. It's a 600-meter switchback climb, and it's pretty brutal, but there's an awesome view that I'll show you of here right now. So this is what the alpine looks like from this spot. There's the town of Rossland off in the distance, and there's the highway here that climbs up to the trailhead access. And I got a few clouds in the sky today, but otherwise it looks pretty awesome. So we're going to climb off in this direction. So let's go do it. So the climb to get to that lookout, that first lookout, took me about an hour and a half for the 600 meters. And there's another climb coming up, about 200 meters before you ultimately peak out on the trail. I guess the other thing I'd comment is this is a black diamond trail, and it's not all that technically hard. I think what makes it hard is the pounding, punchy climb. And even though the initial climb is only 600 meters, the trailhead starts at 1,600 meters. And hence, for people like myself that are coming from coastal elevations, there's a little bit of an altitude effect on your fitness. Last time I rode in here, that little segment back there, there's a little bit of snow still on the trail. About this same time in mid-July. So I think the snow has melted off a little more than it normally would have this time of year. So the trail is, as its name suggests, it climbs along a route that passes 7 summits on one or the other side of the trail. So you can see some of them off in the distance. And I don't know the names of all of them, but this trail is a IMBA epic trail. So it's one of these bucket lists for people to ride if you're in the area. And it's only rideable for a couple months, 3 months of the year, because this region is backcountry skiing country. There is a ski resort, Red Mountain, it's a little further along that we actually ride right through. Hi, thanks. Nice to see people on the trail. This is a wilderness trail, and those are the first 2 riders I've seen today. Mind you, it is a Thursday, midweek. So the trail is not only involve a cumulative 1,000 meters of climbing, it's also about 35 miles long. And so it's a lot like these big epic backcountry trails you may have heard of, like Whole Enchilada in Moab, Palisade Plunge in Palisade, Colorado. Another one I've done is Lemon Drop in Tucson. All of them are sequence of trails. This one is just one big long alpine trail, and you can get shuttles to the trailhead down in Rossland, because you come out way down the highway from where you begin. I love these ridgeline bench cut lines like we're about to encounter here. Yeah, so like I was saying, this is a bucket list kind of trail that if you're in the region, you want to have this on your list. Hello. There are bears on this trail. So as a precaution, it's good to take bear spray. Although Alicia was doing a trail run in this area today, so I left the bear spray with her instead. I'm a little more comfortable with bears. I make a lot of noise. But at this ripping speed, you can also come up on a bear real fast. Yeah, so this is actually my third time on the trail. And if you're in the area of Rossland, you put it on your bucket list. And after your ride, make sure you check out the local brewery right in town. This is a small town. Rossland's maybe 5,000 people. Former mining town with a ski hill there. Old style ski hill, but with epic snow. And like I say, a very cool little craft brewery in town. And then the Steam Shovel pub for some bites if you're into pub food type of stuff. It's a very cool little community. It's kind of revitalized mining town with young people that are into the outdoor backcountry lifestyle. In fact, the entire West Kootenay region here in British Columbia is one of my favorites in the entire province. It is much more small town, funky, adventure type vibe. The towns of not just Rossland, but Nelson is a very cool town with fabulous mountain biking. I just heard yesterday from the guys that run a great bike shop in Castlegar, the Psychedelic Cyclery, who advised me of up in New Denver. There's a new trail system, and I looked it up on Trail Forks, and there's a few dozen trails up there, so I had never even heard of it before. But it's definitely on my list to check out. It's a little more remote part of the province, but New Denver's not far from another of my favorite mountain bike destinations, Revelstoke, which is also a very cool adventure town with a ski hill and everything else. Beautiful lifestyle, almost like you imagine Switzerland or something like that, where you live in the mountains and you hike and you bike, you paddle the rivers, you ski in the winter, you backcountry. everything. People come to BC and they do the Whistler thing, and maybe Squamish or North Vancouver that have world caliber trails, but there's so many incredible little towns here that have used mountain biking as a tourist draw. Little town of Valemont further up north, closer to Jasper. Town of Golden near Banff. Man, I could go on and on and on. Yeah, and even nearby here, Castlegar. Town doesn't quite have the same kind of cool vibe as Nelson or Rossland, but their Mary Creek trail system is fabulous too. In fact, I also did a video, I don't know, 4 or 5 years ago, maybe 3 years ago, about the entire West Kootenay's mountain bike riding. It's a little dated now, but cool ideas if you want to do a vacation in the region. So for this segment, I'm now riding through the Red Mountain ski hill. It's a beautiful ledgy cross-cut reed section. And there's a cloud that's been following me now, and it's just starting to rain a little bit. So another note I might make is that for today's ride, I brought 2.5 liters of water. So here's the view from the final summit, just before the ongoing full-on downhill descent. And as I mentioned, it's a little cloudy right now. The clouds are built today, but it's a very scenic spot. This is a 360-degree view. So you can see the ski hill, Red Mountain ski hill back there. This is the trail down this way that I came up. And I'm gonna rip down this segment right down here to begin my descent down that ridgeline over there. So this section is full of switchbacks, and they can get a little eroded and loose. Nice stonework by the trail builders in here. Beautiful meadow there. Some of the flowers out in bloom. Finally, some flow. The Seven Summits Trail has epic mountain views, but it's also a very physical trail. You got to be in pretty good shape to climb up that 1,000 meters of cumulative elevation, as well as a pretty janky long-term descent. It took me about 5.5 hours to ride it, but it's a great trail. I'd do that again. So if you're in the region, check it out. So thanks for watching, folks, and we'll see you next time.